Good morning, YouTube, and guess what? That's right. It's Taco Tuesday! Oh yeah, and I'm also going to be doing something that no one has ever done in the history of the past 2 weeks. I will be doing the bronying of Rainbow Rocks. Spoiler alert, just in case you haven't seen it. Now, let's see if I can say anything that the other analysts haven't already said. With putting the anal and pony... Wait, this only has like 4 minutes of ponies. Putting the anal in human analysis. That just sounds wrong. First things first, this movie was a ton better than the first EQG, and that's coming from someone who actually enjoyed the first one just based on the humor. The story was crap though. The first one doesn't really have much rewatch value for me, but this one I actually look forward to seeing again, and I'm probably gonna buy the DVD. Compared to the first one, the story just made perfect sense, you know, besides Vinyl Ex Machina, which honestly had me rolling on the floor with laughter. The animation was beautiful, oh my goodness, I loved it. The dark scenes, the beautiful scenes, that one with the talking, it was beautiful. And yes, the whole focal point of this movie, music, it was so good. In my opinion, I mean, it's more of a subjective thing, but I personally enjoyed every song that the movie had to offer, and I've listened to the soundtrack way too much. Sure, a few of the Siren songs sounded pretty similar, but it really didn't matter. Especially that final scene. We'll get back to that. Also, we can't forget Best Human, or is it still Pony? Whatever. Freaking Sunset Shimmer. She was so enjoyable, and she was honestly my favorite character of this movie, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. As much as I like the main six, they all kind of just acted strangely and didn't get to do much at all except for argue. Oh no, it's happening. I'm about to talk negatively about a movie that every brony loves. Shields up! This movie's humor was kind of a hit or miss for me. Some of the things worked, some of them didn't. In some parts, it was kind of just a bland moment of just exposition. I mean, sure, they kept a story together, but at the cost of some, you know, humor, I guess. That's personally. Even the Great Sonata's cliche humor only sparked little interest in me. Speaking of great, Trixie was kind of bleh. She was great at first, don't get me wrong, I freaking loved her song Tricks Up My Sleeve, but the entire movie she basically just kept saying the same thing. I wanna win, I wanna be great, blah 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 blah. That's all she did! Not to mention she was apparently brainwashed, but then yet she still runs and then is still a bad guy for some... It just didn't sit well with me. And the whole repetition thing seemed to be a running theme. Yes, I get it, Rainbow is egotistical. Yes, Fluttershy wants her song. Yes, Rarity loves fashion. Yes, AJ hates everything you love. Yes, Pinkie... Actually, Pinkie was kind of in the right throughout this whole movie. She really didn't do much. I mean, the whole party can... That didn't do anything. And then there was Twilight. I mean, Princess Twilight. As they made sure you understood by mentioning it over and over and over again. This movie could have functioned perfectly without her. She literally showed up to feel sorry for herself and then leave. Sure, she brought some information, but come on, Sunset was supposed to be the studio's unicorn, Celestia's first protege. She could have thought of something. I have to say, I did give Twilight a little character development, and it's the real Twi, so it can carry on to the show, maybe. And I loved how Twilight's story mirrored Sunset's arc with the whole expectations thing. That was brilliant. Now, if you haven't clicked away through all my rant, you'll be rewarded with some more positivity. The ending. Holy fiddlesticks, that ending. It was perfect. The music was powerful, the animation was powerful, everything was powerful. I haven't seen Scott Pilgrim, but apparently did that. They just started blasting each other with the music, and I was like, you friendship them! And then they get knocked back, and the mic rolls over the sunset, and I'm like, yes, yes, you do it! You blow her with your friendship, and she picks it up, and then magics, and then friendship, and then... Oh, that climax was just perfect. Everything in the movie led up to that ending, and it closed up basically all problems set in the movie. It was nice, thought out, and clean. A lot better than a certain movie that we saw in the past. Not naming any names, except I did because there's a picture. Then it simmered down with some really good humor, ending one of the best feel-good movies I've seen in a while. Also, that after credits though. Overall, this movie did a lot of things right. They hit the nail on the music, they hit the nail on the message, they hit the nail on just making a movie enjoyable. Sure, the villains were kind of boring because they were just cliched personalities, but it didn't bother me much. I just want to re-emphasize that I like the movie and I want to rewatch it again, faults and all. Tell me what you thought of this review or the movie itself in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you want to see more. I post every Tuesday. I'm Flank Hollow, and remember, I put the anal into analysis. You know what? I don't care what all you think. I actually kind of like Flash Sentry. Okay, I'm sorry I couldn't do that without laughing. I'm totally kidding. He was horrible.